Okay, time for race number 5 then. We'll be at the halfway point of the season after this race then. And so far, everything is going a lot better than planned. A race win already, lots of podiums, and currently above target as well, which is good. It's going well. And it's raining again, which is even better, because we seem to go really well this season when the rain starts to pour. Right, 92 was the final setup for Eka. Damp on track. I don't want to make the mistake. I think I've made the mistake once already this season of starting a car on the intermediates, and it wasn't really ready for them. We're going to start on the dry tyres. I think it's the best thing to do. I think it's what the AI will do. And it's just too much of a risk, really, not to. So we didn't improve on the final setup for Dreyfus, so we'll use the 93. Again, we'll start on the super soft tyres, and we'll start attacking. And overtake engine modes. Right, let's get ready, shall we? Yep, so the whole field is on dry tyres, so it's too much of a risk going on the intermediates. Okay, off the line. Eka holds 8th place. Dreyfus makes one position up to 18th. We'll stay with Eka. You can definitely see the wider tyres and the wider car in general for the second season. I'm really glad they did make that change. Okay, Dreyfus is now back to 19th, up to 18th. Eka is going backwards as well, as she's fighting hard there with Cavalcanti, and just about holds on to 9th. She's back in 10th now though. Dreyfus absolutely scything through the field, up to 14th already. It's a great start. She just seems to excel in these conditions. She really is hitting her stride this season. Already up to 13th, and Eka now only a few cars ahead, despite almost 10 positions different at the start. Drake's getting a bit swamped at that chicane though. She has actually made up a place which she's just lost again. Okay. Eka thinks it's time for intermediates. I'm going to go with her call. It's going to keep raining, and it's definitely going to be time for intermediates soon, so let's put the fuel back up. Reliability looking really good. Our strategy of improving the reliability really does seem to have worked. We don't want to stack the cars, so I think we'll leave Dreyfus out. Sorry, my voice is really bad today. I don't know why. I apologise profoundly. Okay, so Eka holding her own. She is the lead driver, so she should get first choice on strategy. Dreyfus, I think, can hold her own. I don't think it's going to switch on a knife edge. It's just going to get slowly wetter and wetter. And to be fair, it does actually look like it might even start drying out after this. So this is actually a bit of a risk. She's the only car coming in. Right, we forgot to turn the cars down. And as a result, Dreyfus seriously overheating those super soft tyres. We're going to go for push and high on Eka's car. And Dreyfus has just flat spotted her tyres, not good. Who's the idiot that made a mistake with the tyres? He needs firing. Calm down, okay? You're halfway through a season with a new team. I wouldn't start insulting our mechanics just yet. It does look like it's going to stop raining, so I think that was the wrong choice for Eka, unfortunately. She is catching John Statir very quickly though. But I think we may have just put her out of this race for the time being. Yeah, she's almost taken 4 seconds out of John Stott in this lap alone. But it's going to start drying out very soon. So I don't know. She may have the pace to catch back up and undo the mistake, but she's definitely not going to gain from it. As Dreyfus now goes down the outside of 2 cars and is up into 8th and flying once again. She really does seem to have a knack for using dry tyres on a slightly damp track. The Jensen Button of the Formula 3 world, although she just made another mistake. She just about holds off Elsadat though, and is still in 8th place. We're definitely lacking some speed this race, and just like last time, just showing that we are lacking in speed in this car still. Eka has got that gap down to 14 seconds now. That's incredible. It's definitely the best tyre to be on, but is the 2 laps she's still going to be on it going to be enough to undo the mistake? She's definitely going to be a lot closer than you would imagine. So Dreyfus starting to get low on fuel now. Still a few more laps in the tank. It's definitely going to be dry tyres. It's definitely going to stop raining, so looks like a fairly straightforward race from there on in. Jeez, my throat today. Sorry, I really shouldn't do that in the mic. I'm actually losing my voice. I don't know why, but we shall carry on. I don't know why it's gone like this all of a sudden. I don't even feel ill or anything. Okay, Dreyfus coming back under pressure. Those super softs starting to get a bit worse for wear. 2 soft tyre runners behind her, who I'd expect to gain back up. Look at Eka, 5 seconds off the back of that field now. If only there are a few more laps of wet weather. She's going to have 1 more lap and then she's probably going to have to pit for dry tyres. She's got the fuel in on board, which is the irritating thing. Dreyfus still scrapping hard as she gets 8th place back off Sabedo. We're going to have to bring in Dreyfus first. Yeah. I might bring in Eka first because she's going to be struggling on those intermediate tyres very soon. Let's take a look at Eka. She's on the back of the field. Gee whiz. Absolutely flying now. Can she make any progress? She's just swiving past them. Nope, she's not. She's trying to. Dreyfus has gone up to 7th, but I think that's because a couple of cars went in the pits. Right. I think Eka is going to have to pit this lap because the tyres, its intermediates aren't going to work now. She hopefully will get to the end of this lap and still be okay. We're going to put the soft tyres on. We'll put 8 laps fuel in. Car looking good. So she'll probably have 1 more stop on the super soft tyres. Dreyfus will bring in the lap afterwards. I'm so surprised Eka has got back on track with all of them. And she's still not backing off. I expected these tyres to just fall off on this lap. Probably the next lap. I think this is the right time to come in. It's not really paid off. I'm up 16th, great move. It's not really paid off. But she's not out of the race as we thought she would be. And that just shows the power of being on the right compound of tyre at the right time. If everybody did go on to intermediates, the undercut would have been unbelievable. Right there, but... Okay, a lot more cars pitting now. Dreyfus continues. Eka comes in for some super soft, for some soft tyres. One will stop after this. I think everybody will be on the same strategy, so she's not really lost out on that. We'll get her to push and use the fuel out of the pits, and hopefully she can undercut some people. Dreyfus we need to tell to pit. Now, I think we're going to put the super softs on as well. The softs on as well. Go long, and then we'll have a nice short stint on the super softs at the end. Car still looking good. Brakes and suspension lower than I'd like, but I definitely don't think they're going to be an issue come at the end of the race. Our reliability work is definitely paying off, and it means that our drivers are able to push throughout the race. It's a shame there aren't random failures in this, because you can make a part as reliable as you want and it can still fail sometimes in motorsport, and that's what we see time and time again. It's not cut and dry, but I guess from a game mechanic perspective, you've got to have some control over it. I guess that's why there's no random failures. Right, Dreyfus in. Really good stint, 8 laps on those super soft tyres. A lot of other cars in. Let's hope she doesn't get held up. Nope, not held up. Where's she going to come back out then? It's going to be somewhere towards the tail of the top 10. Eka making fantastic progress out of the pits. Dreyfus, doesn't quite hold on to 6th, but is in 7th. Eka is now up to 11th. So both our cars making great progress. And we're on for a good result here. We need Dreyfus to find a few more positions. One more to be precise. She comes under pressure from Ingledew, who gets past there, the long right-hander. Right, I think we're going to go to push. Seems to be losing ground a little bit. You can see that squabble of cars ahead. That's where our sponsor objective is. As we can see, it's been marked for us. Ingledew and Rogers going head-to-head ahead of us. Can Claudia take advantage somewhere? Going down the outside into turn 1. She's past Rogers. That's 7th place. And she's keeping herself in contention here. Eka, on the other hand, is falling backwards slowly. But still in not too bad a position. Considering we really did just muck up her strategy. She's doing pretty bad. Oh. Rastani's just crashed into Dreyfus. Front wing's gone. Oh, that is a shame. Okay, it's going to have to be the super softs then. We're going to have to change the front wing. 6 crucial seconds. I guess we keep the fuel light. We'll go 7.9 and then it's slightly short of the last stint. Oh, that's a shame. Rastani, you dick. How dare you crash into my star driver. Do you not know Dreyfus is fighting for the World Championship here? I'm not quite sure how, to be fair. But she is. She might not be after this race. This might be the turning point, because I don't know that she's going to be able to get back into this race now. Everybody flying past Dreyfus in serious trouble. Her teammate. Oh, she's holding up her teammate. Go on, Eka. Squeeze through. There we go. If Dreyfus could hold them up a little bit, that'd be great. They're sort of clipping through each other there, but we'll ignore that. Oh, and in she comes. It's a shame we can't get more fuel in. I think there was a problem refueling there. Everything else is okay. She probably won't be happy with that refueling. And she's probably not going to be happy with this race at the moment. Is there any more rain? That's the only thing that could save us. Oh, there is. There is more rain. Actually, that's the worst time that could have happened. It is going to rain though. Interesting. Okay. I think we're going to use some fuel then. How far away is it? Let's go back up to Eka, because that's where the action is happening. She's still stuck in this little midfield group. Can't help but feel she may have the pace if she can just get through the traffic here. She's defending 14th place from Sharp, and she's lost that battle. So they cross the start finish straight. Alright, it's going to start raining this lap. Inter's next lap, I would say. I would say so. What's the matter with Eckers? Oh, the red zone's really bad on that engine. That's what it is. By pushing the performance of the engine so much, we've got a massive red zone. And that means at just 52% she's having issues. We might have to repair that. This race is not going well. Just like my voice, it's fading into the background. Is it going to rain quick enough? It's raining now. Let's get it over with, shall we? Intermediates. There'll be 9 laps after the pit stop. Just about enough fuel. We're going to repair that engine. Oh, it's going to be such a long stop. Okay, in she comes. Do we stack Dreyfus? Because it's ready for Inters. Where's Dreyfus on the track? Ooh. No, she's got to go through again. She has to. When Eka comes back out, we're going to have to keep that engine mode low. She's not going to have much fuel. Dreyfus can pit on this lap. Max the fuel out. Has she got a bad engine as well? No. Her engine's got a much smaller red zone, interestingly. Enough. Okay. She can stop next time out. Eka coming out the pit lane, and that's going to be a 57-second stop. Wow. Tyre deg through the roof for Dreyfus. Let's back off that fuel because it's less we have to fill up. Oh no, the drivers around Eka are on intermediates. Still a long way to go in this race, but I feel like we're out of it already. Mind you, a lot of cars not pitting. And Eka on those intermediates is going to be so quick. We saw how quick she was at the beginning of the race. Dreyfus also getting the jump on a lot of people. 4, 5, now 6. Only 6 drivers on intermediates. Okay, Dreyfus, you want to push now. Push out the pits. Let's use some of Eka's fuel. And they're running line and stern in 18th and 19th. And this is, if we're going to get anything out of this race, we have to do it now. Because it's been a disaster so far. You can see those squabble of cars ahead of us are all on the Inters as well. They're just about catching the back of the field, you know. And they're 18 seconds down the road. Will we pick up any positions? There's a lot of people still staying out. Is it going to continue raining? It is. It's just going to get worse. Okay, here comes Eka now. Who's this we're just going to pass? It's Rogers. So that's about the tail end of the top 10. Did Dreyfus get past as well? No, she's just behind. They both suggest I need to stop pushing. Well, Eka does. We should probably back off with Dreyfus before she gives the same message. Oh, she swoops past Rogers. It's on the brakes or something there. That was almost comical how easy that was. Right. everybody else starting to pit now, and now we'll know if we've made any kind of decent progress. Ecker is about to pass Evans, who still hasn't pitted. This bodes very well. There she goes, up in 16th. And she's going to pass a few cars here. 10th place. Valdez gone as well, and she's up into 10th. And, yep, that's everybody stopped. So, yep, 10th and 13th. I mean, it's not brilliant, it's not going to break any records, let's be honest, but it's progress. I think Dreyfus is right in a battle here. Yeah, loads of cars getting held up by Cavalcanti. And what can we do? Dreyfus has got a bit more fuel to burn, so we shall use that. Just take a look at the tooltip here. Higher temperature, more strain. Tyres also heat up different air temperatures. Yeah, you'd think if we went back to medium, they would start cooling down a bit, but they're not. They're just still getting hot. And that's hurt us, I think, a lot. We don't manage the tyres as well as we should in our race. Yeah, there you go. Message from Dreyfus. I mean, what do we do? Yeah, we can only go to conserve. Do we back off a little bit and just let them cool down? Let's experiment. They're going to start cooling down. I'll back off a bit with that fuel for Dreyfus. Save it for if we need it. Tyre temperatures aren't coming down. Once they're too hot, I don't think there's anything we can do. Yeah, it's making no difference at all. There's no need to do that then. Let's go back to neutral. So we're on the 18th lap. 19th, 20, 21, 22. 5 laps to go. Whoa, 5 laps to go. We are very short on fuel. We are super short on fuel. Why are we so short? That's not good. Oh dear. Ecker is now up into 9th. Dreyfus into 12th. 4 laps remaining. They cross the line. Ecker's going to have to start backing off. We're going to have to go to low engine mode. Dreyfus looks okay. He's not burning it too quickly. Dreyfus is absolutely spot on. Ecker is way short here. Oh, that's such a shame. She's up to 8th. I thought we'd brought her in on the perfect lap, but we brought her in one too early. Oh, I said 9 laps after stop. And we put 9 laps of fuel in. We couldn't have put any more in. And I think she's going to run out of fuel here. We'll keep it in conserve, but she's going to go backwards because of it. But there's not much we can do. Another tactical error. Oh. Would you have expected any less? What do you want from me? Do you want to learn by now? Don't be stupid. I mean, she's holding her ground. She crosses the line with 3 laps to go. And just over 2 laps of fuel in the tank. What's really annoying is 6th is just up the road there. Is she catching? 4.1. Let's keep an eye on that gap. 4.0. 3.9. She is still catching, even in conservative mode. Is conserving the fuel going to be enough, though? Is it going to be enough to get over the line? It was 2.5 the lap before. So we'll see if she continues saving here. Dreyfus, meanwhile, just doesn't have enough speed to get past Antonov. She's slowly closing up, but just can't do anything about her. Eck across the line at 1.6. Yeah, she's going to run out. She's going to run out of fuel. Oh, what do we do here? She's just about to pass 7th. She has. She's swept into 7th. And I think that's 6th just up the road. Actually, she's gone backwards. As Shah finally gets past her. Oh, come on, Dreyfus. You need to do something here. 6th place is down the road. Eka can see it. I don't think she's going to have the fuel to achieve it. As they start the final lap. 9.8. Oh, this is painful. This is so painful. She's going to cross the line then. 0.7. Oh, this is going to be close. Definitely improved on that lap. Dreyfus can see 9th and 10th. Come on, girl. Just get a couple more positions. We can do this. Let's push. Screw it. Let's attack. just overtake them, please. She's going to run out of fuel if she's not careful. Let's go back to medium. Can she make up places? Eka can see 6th. She can see it, but she's going to run out of fuel. I know she is now. There's no chance. There's no chance. Coming down the straight. She's out of fuel. How is she still driving? I don't know. She's crossed the line in 8th. How has she managed that? I guess momentum. Dreyfus comes home in 10th. Oh, you know, that could have been a lot better, that race. That could have been a lot worse. Let's be honest. I think we got the bare minimum out of that race. 8th and 10th is good. You know, that's between 4th and 5th quickest team. We're aiming for 4th. We've actually got the 6th quickest car. That's good. That was a tough race. It was dry to wet to dry to wet. And considering Eka was 24 seconds off the entire field at one point, to actually beat home her teammate and come home in 8th is a great result. And Dreyfus' race slightly ruined by losing that front wing. Apparently Rastani's fault. If it is, we will be going and having words with that team principal, that's for sure. Can we get a couple of cheeky little penalties for some other cars? No. 8th and 10th it is then. We don't hit the sponsors objective, which is a bit worrying because we need that money. Some half decent points. It means that Dreyfus is actually still in 2nd place and has a good gap over John Statier. Ingledew 10 points ahead now. Eka actually climbs up to 12th with that good 8th place. And a few more good results, she can get herself well in towards that top 5. We're doing well. We're still in 3rd. Only by a point though. That 4th place is our target. 6th is where our car actually is. So it's points on the board. That was a tough race. A lot of stuff went wrong. And to come out of it with 2 cars in the top 10 and some decent points is good. I'm happy with that. So that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you're enjoying this series. Next time out, I shall be making some small changes of bundling together the practice. Well, no, I'll be skipping practice, sorry. I'll be doing the strategy side and the race in a single episode. It's going to be longer. That's the only thing I can do. I want to keep the races whole. I don't want to speed up time. I don't want to cut them. Because I really enjoy them. And I think you guys... You enjoy watching the full races as well. There's not many series that you can watch the full race on. And it's quite nice to see it unfold. So yeah, it'll probably be a 45-50 minute episode. Depends on the race and how much management stuff we have to do, as we see massive improvements for Eka across the board, and some Dreyfus still improving, and somehow our reserve driver still improving as well. Our chairman not too happy with that, but we're still in good shape and we still make a small profit, which takes us even closer to getting back in the green. So yeah, I shall see you later in the week for the first of those new look episodes, and you have to let me know what you think of them. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you got any advice to carry me over the line, we're halfway through now. 5 more races to go, and if we finished where we are now, I'd be over the moon. But it's going to take some doing to do that. But also, a final apology for my voice in this episode. I don't know. It's been fine all day. A long day at work, and all of a sudden it's gone. It's given up for the day. It's going to go have a line down like I am. So, thank you so much for watching as always. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you know when the next episodes are out. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.
These battles have often been contained on single racetracks. Now, it's going global. The chosen chariot for this is the Red Bull 2016. Brilliant in the bends, but often hampered by its Renault engine. Lacking power on the...
Sorry? What do you mean? They make watches. Oh, okay.
Can they make up for the deficit on the streets with their Tag Heuer engine?
Sauber, a team that often I get confused as to whether they have overachieved or underachieved. A team of humble beginnings, founded by Peter Sauber in the 1970s. He would eventually work his way up the ladder to win back-to-back Le Mans races in 1988 and 1999 with the incredible Sauber Mercedes C9, a car that was relatively unchanged between the 2 years, such was its dominance. It was then that Peter Sauber decided to take a foray into Formula 1.